Nickel mining threatens Raja Ampat's marine ecosystems. Indonesia's rapid ascent as the world's leading nickel producer is creating significant pressure on one of its most ecologically sensitive regions, Raja Ampat. A new spatial analysis from Origa Nusantara and Earth Insight shows that over 22,000 hectares of mining concessions continue to overlap with parts of the UNESCO Global Geopark, despite recent permit revocations by the government. Nickel extraction has accelerated threefold since 2020, increasing the scale of potential damage to marine ecosystems within the Coral Triangle, which supports more than 1,600 fish species and 75% of global shallow water corals. The region is also a critical habitat for reef manta rays and endangered sea turtles, many of which are highly vulnerable to sediment runoff, vibration pollution, and habitat fragmentation linked to mining operations. Although several mining permits were officially withdrawn following public opposition, the report reveals that operations resumed in key areas as recently as September 2025. PT Gagnicol's return to activity highlights gaps in environmental oversight, as legal challenges from mining firms undermine regulatory decisions. Forests within concession zones are under significant threat, with 92% of forest cover flagged for potential removal. Meanwhile, 36% of nearby coral reefs face high exposure to damage due to increased runoff from deforestation and road building. Economic trade-offs emerge between mining revenues and sustainable development. Indonesia's efforts to lead the global EV supply chain are testing the limits of sustainable economic development. While nickel exports support national industrial goals, the environmental costs are being felt most acutely at the local level in regions like Raja Ampat. Ecotourism in the area, fueled by its UNESCO Geopark status and pristine marine biodiversity, drew over 19,000 visitors in 2023 and continues to serve as a key income stream for indigenous communities. That status now faces jeopardy as mining activities encroach on both the ecological integrity and tourism appeal of the region. Approximately 64,000 indigenous and local residents rely directly on healthy marine ecosystems for food and livelihood. Artisanal fishers report declining fish stocks due to noise and seabed vibrations, with pollution further degrading traditional fishing zones. These communities were largely excluded from mining permit decisions, but now shoulder the environmental and social costs, a phenomenon researchers describe as dual marginalization. Environmental advocates argue that the long-term value of the region lies not in its mineral resources, but in maintaining the ecosystem services it provides. These include sustainable fisheries, carbon storage, and tourism revenues, all of which are at risk if mining continues unchecked. Calls are growing for permanent permit cancellations across Raja Ampat alongside enforceable no-go zones that could act as a blueprint for protecting other vulnerable island ecosystems across Indonesia. With 280 islands currently under similar mining pressure, the outcome in Raja Ampat could have far-reaching implications for both conservation policy and resource governance across the archipelago.